to Socks, Dudes and Rock and Roll with me, Dudes, and you're in the studio with Terracotta Army.
Hello.
How are you, chaps?
All right.
How's it going?
Good. Good to see you again, Mick, and a new face.
Smiling new face, yeah. Soon to be a permanent fixture.
Brilliant. Okay, we're gonna listen to one of your tracks first. It's a new one. Do you want to introduce it?
What? Which one is it? Drop Off.
Yeah, Drop Off.
This is Drop Off. It's a bit of an experimental track, really, but just something new. We've sort of been messing around with ideas and that, so a bit of an exclusive for you.
Brilliant. We like exclusives on here. Drop Off there, Terracotta Army. So, this is like a new concept track, is it?
It's just it's a track we've had probably for like the last year or so. Been messing around with it on and off. You could probably work out what we're listening to at the moment. We're obviously heavily influenced like bands like the Dead Weather and that, and that's kind of got a bit of a dark edge to it. We've not put any vocals on it yet. I think the original idea was just have it as a piece of music just to throw into the set, weren't it?
Yeah. Just to use it more as a bit of a filler track.
Right.
But then it's grown into a bit of.
It sounds quite Matrixy. Do you know what I mean?
In what way? Like scientific?
Well, they're just like I don't know. I'm picturing it's nothing like the track in the film, but it is at the same time, which makes no sense. But you know when he's walking down with his coat as he leaves the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull off a master stroke.
Yeah, agree with me, disagree with me. So you've got a new lineup.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce the new band?
Well, obviously to my left, Ollie. He's our new lead singer. And
hello, Ollie.
And we've got Mike, who's a new lead guitarist. Yeah. We've still got Kev and Nick in the band as such, and it's been a bit of a rocky road for the last sort of few months, but I mean it's worked out really well in the end, so it's all come good.
I mean rehearsals are picking up pace now, you know, with getting to grips with all the lyrics and taking everything at once to try and get everything sorted for September for the shows. But we're doing a lot of recording at the minute and getting everything sorted out, getting everything ready to get the army out there September, October.
Really?
You know, and start hitting some gigs hard.
So Ollie, you've just joined the band. So what's your previous?
Well, I mean, jobbing from band to band, and then I met Mick totally sort of coincidentally through a mutual friend, actually, like a music journalist that we both know, and I think Mick met her, you know, had a discussion, how's music, how's things. They were looking for a singer at the sort of same time as it just coincidentally happened, I was looking for a band.
Right.
So text messages went forwards, backwards. We met up. I mean, the first time actually, I came from kind of dance music. I've always been into dance music, and the first time I kind of came across Mick was in his DJing career, and then all of a sudden kind of met up with him again, sort of purely by chance. But it's all looking good. It's all gelling nicely. It's all coming
It was
together.
written in the stars. It was like
Poetry of
it was a bit of a weird. It was a bit weird actually.
Yeah.
Because like he said, we'd known this sort of mutual journalist, and like I said, I met her out one night and he said we were looking for a singer, and he was like, I used to come and watch you play DJ. I was like, which was quite weird.
Just back in the cream.
Yeah, it was on the days.
Yeah.
Well, going back to Shelley's
sort of Stoke clubbing scene,
Right.
and then getting up to Manchester and down to Cov.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Come full circle.
Strange.
So I mean, obviously, did you know what Terracotta Iron were doing before you knew the kind of sound that you were going to be working?
Oh
with?
yeah. You know, it's a pretty sort of unique sound. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know, not the only band out there doing it, but certainly pushing it forward.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the kind of.
I think the music we make though warrants for. We've always said we need a specific type of thing. It couldn't be, you know, it's sort of like you come in the garden like indie singer.
Yeah.
It needs someone who's got some balls and can actually pull these songs off, because these songs are big songs. And they're like, the music's powerful. So we were always sort of had that in our sort of train of thought that we need to find someone.
Yeah.
Like, I know Nick. He's always said that. So, and it just by chance, and we just knew of the first. As soon as it came to like the first sort of audition, the first couple of lines, it was like, yeah, he's going to work perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell straight away the way you hold yourself. You come across as a confident front man.
Yeah, it was pretty. You know, it was a good little atmosphere. You know, good little atmosphere just to get to.
But you've got to be into that as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
So obviously from,
of course, yeah.
You know, you've got to be into what, you know, performing.
Yeah. You know, you've got, you know, confidence is a big part.
Yeah.
Being at the front of a band, especially one that makes a big sound. You know,
So I'm going to have to ask you now.
Okay.
Who are your idols?
Well, you know, so many. I mean, performance-wise, you know, Ashcroft is, you know, frontman-wise and just genius songwriting-wise.
Yeah.
You know, Jimi Hendrix, amazing performer. Noel Gallagher, you know, the Charlatans as a band, you know, more than just individual songwriting. Jim Morrison as a rock star, you know, there's certain models, you know, it's just.
You haven't picked a bad one there.
No, well, I try not to. I try not to aspire to any bad ones.
Mick Cutler.
If I can help it. Yes. We drive around with big curly hair and MX-5 sorted.
Nothing wrong with curly hair.
It's just the MX-5.
Yeah. Right, the next track we're going to play is Make You High. Now, this is kind of a stripped down version, isn't it, Mick?
Well, we were, like Ollie said, touched on earlier, we've been like pretty much at it rehearsing on and off for the last sort of, I'd say solidly for the last month, and it was something like Mike, who is our guitarist, he came up with an idea, he threw an idea in, and we all liked it, and we just had by chance where we're all there at the same time, and it was just born from literally 2 takes. It was just
wow.
It was just literally we were all there at the right time, right place. And Ollie messed around with obviously because the original is quite fast, the BPM is really fast, and this is a lot more slow and a lot more. If anything, it's a little bit more atmospheric, and I quite like that. And it was like Ollie said earlier, it lent itself to doing something different with it. But yeah, it's we're really happy with the outcome of it.
It's a cool sounding track. Sounding track. It's a nice way to depart from a banging original. You know?
Yeah, and this is going to be me hearing the debut. Well, I've heard it all before, but you know what I mean. The debut of Ollie singing in Terracotta Army.
The fresh face and the new sound.
So what's it about, the track?
The original idea was I'd seen a documentary about Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
About you know, kind of. He was in his heyday, not from when he first started. How he sort of put his band together.
Yeah.
The people he liked to work with, very sort of focused on what sound he was after, and just how much he was revered by a lot of other people. And when I started writing the actual lyrics, that was always in my train of thought, you know. And you can hear that in the song. Well, obviously his downfall was like drugs in the end. So which is a shame really. But I mean, it's more of a homage to Mr. Hendrix.